Hello, Fat Grandma here. It feels like it's been longer than 2 weeks since I did a video, but that is apparently how long it's been. I checked the dates. This solds video is going to be from February 19th through March 4th, so it's exactly 2 weeks. I think my last one was 3 weeks worth of sales. I sold 33 items in the past 2 weeks. Now I have been running sales like a crazy person. I've been sending offers, even on sale prices. So I'll have an item on sale, and if someone's watching it, I will send them an offer of like an additional 5 or 10% off of the sale price, and sometimes that triggers a sale. I just want sales. I'm not worrying about how much profit I'm getting on items right now. I just want to keep the activity going. So if you have not been here before, my name is Paula. I have a small eBay store. I have sold nothing on Poshmark or District in over a month, probably going on close to 2 months now. So they're both dead for me. I think it's, again, like I said last time I talked about this, I think it's because I don't do live shows. And I don't know if I'm ever going to. You have to have a huge social media following for live shows to be fruitful and for you to make any money. So I just don't know if it would be worth it for me. It might be fun. If I had a bunch of plush that I wanted to get rid of and I didn't care if they only sold for $1 or two, I might do one for that, but I cannot imagine selling some of my more expensive hard goods, some of the collectibles and dishes and things like that on Whatnot. I can't, because I know that I would take a huge hit and I'd probably lose money on everything. So that said, all of these sales were eBay. I'm going to jump right into it. I don't like these sold videos to go super long. And so hopefully that I can, I'll hurry. I'll try to hurry. I don't do well with hurrying. Sometimes it just makes me mess up more. So now these are not in the order of how they sold. This is just, for some reason, when I do the download, if I select a date range on my solds and I do the download, I don't know how eBay is sorting this stuff, but it's not by the date of sale. So it's mixed up. Anyway, the first sold was two Peeps Bunny LED Easter string lights. They were 10 count, really cute. I saw them at the 99-cent only store. I did pay, I think $3.99 a box for these. So I didn't make a ton of money, but with retail arbitrage, it usually isn't a huge profit amount. Anyway, the buyer paid $13.60 for both boxes, and shipping paid was $6.93. So I think I made around $4 profit on that, which isn't horrible, I didn't have them very long, so it was a nice turnover thing, something a little extra. The next item I sold was 4 Smurf drinking glasses from 1983, and they were all different. Sometimes you'll see like 4 glasses and they'll all be the same, or one will be different. These were all different. They sold for $12. They have been listed for a very long time, and shipping paid was $7.72. Let's see, the next item I sold was a Day of the Dead decorative resin cat, was 6 inches tall. It's a Halloween item, sold for $5.50. Shipping was $9.02. It was quite heavy. I did not make a lot of profit on that. I've had it listed for a year and a half, something like that. It's been a long time. The next item I sold, I've got my window open, so I may have to pause this at some point if I need to close it, because I have the blinds open. I also have the window open so that I can get some fresh air in here, but if it gets noisy outside, I'll have to close that. So fair warning. The next item I sold was a heavy blown glass watermelon design vase. This thing weighed a ton. It was so heavy. I could not tell how much it weighed. I got it in an auction. No one else bid on it. I knew it was going to be heavy, but it was so heavy. And anyway, they paid $13.43 for the vase and $16.20 for shipping. and it got there in one piece. I was amazed. I didn't know if the box was going to hold up, you know. It was bad. The next item I sold was two vintage trivets, metal with corkback ivory soap promo, and a raffia woven squirrels trivet. So there were two different styles of trivets. These were items that came out of my mom's kitchen when we cleared a bunch of crap out of there. And anyway, they've been listed for a very long time, and they sold for $4.95. Shipping was $10.21. I don't know why the shipping. She must. Oh, she was clear on the East Coast, so I think that had something to do with it. The next item I sold was a blue and white teapot with an infuser. The infuser had damage. It was ivy floral, made in Japan. It was Williams Sonoma. Sold for 1980, and the shipping paid was 11.93. The tip, or the top rim of the infuser was damaged. It had a crack, not a crack, a little chip out of it. I'll show you guys a picture. I don't know if you'll see the picture of the crack or the chip or what, but you'll see photos. Um, anyway, again, it sold for 1980 and shipping was 11.93. Most of these sales were items that were on sale at the time. Let's see, the next item was, oh, this was a buyer, or if I could, if my brain was working right, this was a subscriber purchase. And thank you, Denise. She purchased two wall mount. They were Coca-Cola bottle openers that you mount on the wall. And then she also purchased three vintage Nordic wooden hand-painted butter spoons. They're folk art for the wall decoration, you know. Anyway, she paid $10.92 for the bottle openers. There was two of them, and $8.54 for the spoons. And shipping total was just over $10. I'm not doing the math in my head right now. I'm trying to hurry. Not doing a good job. Okay, the next three sales were not sold to the same person, but they were all salt and pepper shakers. I had a mad rush on salt and pepper shakers, but they were Disney, and I had them all on sale, so that's probably why they got sold. The first one was a Disney Lady and the Tramp salt and pepper shakers from the 1980s. The buyer paid $17.09 and $6.93 in shipping. These were all really cute, and all of them were in just mint condition. They came in the original boxes that they were shipped in with the packing materials. You know, I didn't make a ton of profit on these, but I did okay. So, and they've been listed for, I want to say, I know it was before Christmas because I thought they might sell around Christmas time, but they did not. So they've probably been listed at least 3 months. Anyway, the next was a vintage Clarabelle and Horace salt and pepper shakers from the 90s. Those sold for $15.99 and shipping was $7.23. And the next salt and pepper shakers that sold were it was a Chef Goofy with a tipsy cake. It was really cute. All of them were just really cute. Anyway, that one sold for $15.30 and shipping was $7.33. See, the next item I sold, Halloween, was a set of Halloween mugs. One was a black cat, Frankenstein, a skeleton, and a jack-o'-lantern. The four mugs, and again, these were all on sale, sold for $11.19 and shipping paid was $7.79. I think they were not too far away from me. I think she was in California, the buyer. That's why the shipping wasn't too horrible. The next one was a set of what was a box, 3 boxes. It was 3 Nature's Wonders dog and cat friends animal toys, and I got these. They've been listed well over a year. Anyway, they finally sold all three boxes of toys for $14.57, and they paid $11 in shipping. I'm just glad they sold, and I honestly don't even remember what I paid for them, but I probably broke even on those. The next one was Pier 1 Christmas puppies, and they were stemless glasses, really cute. You'll see photos up here if you haven't been here before, you know. Anyway, those sold for $17.82 and shipping was $10.56. Let's see, the next item I sold was a blue and white ceramic wall pocket vase 10 inches. And then I put it with asterisks all around in the title of the item, read. There was a very fine, hair thin line crack from the top of the vase about halfway down the front. And you didn't see it if you weren't looking for it, but it didn't go all the way through to the inside of the vase. Made notes about that, took up close photos, did everything I could. Anyway, it sold for $8.50 and shipping was $10. Next item I sold was a ceramic blue and pink bunny rabbit salt and pepper shakers. These were Easter from the 99-cent only store. I do not remember what I paid for them, but they sold for $4.48 and shipping was $7.09. I don't think I made much on those, but I did all the math on my cost of goods and all that stuff yesterday, so right now it's not in my head. Let's see, the next item I sold was I don't know how to say this, McCusick Gila Pottery Roadrunner Tile Trivet, red clay pottery, signed and dated 1971. This one little trivet with a Roadrunner on it sold for $40.50. Shipping paid was $6.52. They have sold for more than that, but again, I was running a sale, so that was a good sale, a really good sale, because I think I paid maybe $5 for that item at the most, so not bad. The next item I sold was a vintage deviled egg plate. It was green glass anchor hocking. It had 12 spots for eggs. It was 10 inches in diameter. Sold for $15.29 and $11 in shipping. The next item I sold, and you'll want to keep your eyes open for this. If you are in, you wouldn't have to be in a Southwest state for this item to appear somewhere. If you are in an area where there are people who visit the southern states, like snowbird type people that might go to New Mexico or Arizona, during winter. So this, and again, I'm going to leave the picture up here of these. If you see anything that looks like these, Rosemary Pazzi Franzetti was the name of the artist. She passed away several years ago. She was an artist in Taos, New Mexico. And when I saw these in the auction, I was like, well, those are kind of, I didn't think they were attractive, and they were metal, so they just didn't look like much, I paid, I want to say $30 for them. I think I paid 30, and because someone else bid, but they didn't keep going up. So obviously they didn't do any research, There was another one listed on eBay that was larger, but it was just one piece. The person had it listed for $600. And I was like, well, that's not going to happen. I didn't think that was reasonable. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe theirs will eventually sell. But I listed mine for, I believe, 175 or 165. I wasn't going to list them that high, but I did. And because I was running the sale, they sold for $148.75, and I didn't even have them listed for 24 hours. So I know I underpriced them, but it's okay. I totally made my money back. I made a very nice profit. If this person is another seller, maybe they can make some money now, Anyway, again, the sale price was $148.75, and they paid $11.93 in shipping. So that was a very, very nice sale. And one of the reasons that I actually made money this past 2 weeks. There's been a couple of decent sales, but I think that was the best one. So, okay. Next item. I'm trying to see how much more I have to go. We're getting there. So I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. Next one was a set of 6 vintage floral etched heavy brass bowls. These came in a lot with a bunch of other brass stuff. It was in one of my recent Ride With Me videos where I picked up an auction lot. Anyway, the bowls sold for $12.80 and shipping was $11.42. They were very nice. They were in good shape, I don't know exactly what they're used for. They weren't big. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's see. The next two sales were to the same person, and they were the remainder of those VHS tapes that I mentioned in my last sold video. Those questionable, the anime kind of adult VHS tapes. The first one was called Advancer Tina. Oh, there were two in a lot. One was Advancer Tina, and the other one was Orchid Emblem. Both were director's cuts, and whatever that means. I can't imagine anything being worse, but those sold for $32, and shipping was $5.87. And then the second one that sold was called Demon Beast Invasion, also anime, and that one sold for $12.52. The shipping was $4.22 on that one. So the shipping they paid total was right around $8. And so those were decent sales. Now all those VHS tapes are gone, so I don't have to worry about those anymore. The next item I sold was a huge mistake to buy. I went to that stupid bin store again and I picked up a few things, and it was some Mark Anthony Bye Bye Frizz leave-in conditioner. I paid $6 a bottle for it because it looked like it was going to be worth more, but it was just sitting and I wasn't getting any activity. And then I ran it by accident in my sale, and so I ended up selling both of the bottles for $12.80. I lost money on this sale. Thankfully, I made a decent amount on a couple of others to make up for that. So I will not be buying that again, ever. I don't. I don't normally. That's not something I normally sell. I need to stay in my lane. That's just one of those things where every once in a while I'll try something different, and it doesn't usually go well for me. So it teaches me, okay, just go back to what you're used to and what you usually do. Breaking things that will break, glass things that can get damaged in shipping, things that I can drop and break. Those are the things that I need that I do well with for the most part. The next item I sold was a Fenton Art Glass Aqua Blue and White Lily of the Valley swung vase. I believe it was about 9 inches tall. It had some damage, and I think I paid $5 for it at a yard sale. And I didn't notice the damage when I picked it up, so that's my bad. Um, anyway, the bottom part, it was embossed, the flowers on the bottom of the vase, and there was scuffs, like it had gotten rubbed against something else in a box while it was maybe being stored. I don't know, but I wrote about all of that in the listing. I talked to the buyer through messages and made sure that she was aware of it, and she was. Anyway, it sold for $10. So I made my money back. I made a little bit of profit. I'm fine. And she was very happy with it. They got it, and she has no complaints. So the next item I sold was a lot of 8 summer coastal beach nautical home decor wall desk hang stand items. It was just a bunch of beach themed items that I had thrown in a box because I had them listed forever, and they were retail arbitrage. I think I sold one item in the past year and a half, and I was like, I'm done with this. So I ended up selling them for $9. So I don't even know if I broke even on that, because it was $8 plus tax for all the stuff. So no, I probably lost money on that one too, but it's out of here. And it was a big stack of stuff. So anyway, they paid $9 and $11.97 in shipping. I may have made a couple dollars on the shipping, but that's it. And the next items I sold were to my best friend who is in Florida now. She purchased a Navajo Dine hand-etched red clay pottery pot. It was only 3¼ inches tall. They're really pretty. I still have a few in my store. They're not doing as well as I thought they would because comps told me otherwise, but for some reason they're just kind of hanging around. Anyway, I paid about $7 a piece for them with tax and all the auction fees and stuff. This one sold for $12.95 and shipping was $5.90. And the next item that she purchased was a Lennox baby elephant sitting with the trunk up. It was really cute, and I paid $5 for that. No, I paid $2 for that, I think, at the yard sale. Anyway, between the two items, it was 17, 18, almost $19, and then around $11 in shipping. I did have to refund her some because shipping was overpaid. Plus, it's my friend. I threw in a little extra something for her. It was a brass elephant. She went to Africa this past year and was over there for a couple of weeks, I believe, and went to the I can't think of the name. It's an elephant wildlife rescue place, and some other stuff, while she was over there. But what an awesome trip to go on. So anyway, I sent her the elephant too, with her other goodies. And thanks, Anne. And I don't know if I thanked Denise. I think I did. Um, I always, I don't expect you guys to buy from me, but when you do, I do appreciate it. Okay, the next one. This was a surprise. I got this at a yard sale for $2, and it was a little tiny, 2-inch tall Joseph Originals 1960s ceramic bisque baby pig with a baby bottle. And it was weird looking, and I had a feeling it might be something. It wasn't a huge something, but it was still something. It sold for $12. Again, it was on sale, and 607 in shipping. It was really cute. And I what more than quadrupled my money, so I can't complain. The next item I sold was a jar. This was retail arbitrage. It was a bunny ear ceramic lidded ribbed glass jar. You could put jelly beans or candy in it. It's a 10-ounce jar, 6.5 inches tall, very cute. Uh, I sold it for $4.80, and shipping was $7.12. I made about $2 profit on that. So not huge, but I only had it listed for about a week. I've got another one that I replaced because I had three different colors. There's sage, pink, and I believe purple. And they're really cute. I thought they would sell. They haven't, but who knows? Maybe they will. We still haven't hit Easter yet, so it could happen. Next item I sold was a Mackenzie Child's Torquay Kelp Urchin Square Soup or Cereal Bowl. Now, I talked about this in a past video in a ride with me. Found this at, of all places, Goodwill. You don't very often find stuff there, and I didn't do great there, but I did find this dish. I believe I paid $3.49 for it. It sold on sale again, and with a discount. I sent a discount offer on this because I saw someone watching it. I was like, I want to get rid of this, and it was still going to be a decent amount. It sold for $32.89 for this one dish, and you can get more for them, But I just wanted it gone, and I wanted to get my money out of it, and I wanted to. It paid for the other three items that I picked up that day, and I still had, I don't know, $20 in profit. So I could not complain. Again, $32.89 the buyer paid, and then $9.52 in shipping. So somebody for everything. The next item. Oh, this was amusing. I showed this, I think, in one of my recent Ride With Me videos. It was the wooden phallic symbol, totem, art thing. Anyway, it sold for $24.22. I paid $5 for it. Five or no, I can't remember, 5 or 10. Anyway, it sold for $24.22 sale, and shipping was $6.15. So yeah, I made about $11 profit on that. The next item I sold, and this is something that I got in an auction lot with some other items, was a vintage pine. Oh no, I got it by itself. Vintage pine cones, pine branches pitcher. Was from the Cash family, Tennessee. People collect these. And anyway, it sold almost immediately for $15, and shipping was $9.52. And I think I paid $5 for it. I can't remember for sure. Anyway, I was very surprised at how fast it sold. I might have been able to sell it for more. I could not find another one like it anywhere, and I just kind of went with the average sale price that these Cash family pictures were going for, so that's how I came up with the number for my list price. The next item, this is the last sale, woo, was a Rusty Wallace Penske Racing NASCAR Winner's Circle jacket from 1984. Well, he raced from 1984 to 2005. I am not a sports person, race car or anything person. I don't know anything about NASCAR. I saw this jacket at an auction. No one else bid on it. I don't think anyone bid on it. Maybe they did. I can't remember. No, well, one person bid against me. Anyway, I paid with fees and stuff around $14 for it. And I got an offer for 40 and I took it because I don't know anything about this kind of stuff and it's out of my wheelhouse. I know nothing, so I was happy to. This person may turn around and resell it. I have no idea. I kind of again went with a range of these solds that were similar-ish and just picked a dollar amount. And I can't remember if I had it listed for 45 or 55, but when I got the $40 offer, I was like, I'll make my money back. I'll make a nice profit. I don't care. It can go. So that's kind of been my mindset lately. If I'm going to make my money back and even make just a little bit of profit with a lot of these things that have been in my store for a long time, I'm like, get it out of here. So anyway, that is it. That's all the solds. How long have I been talking? Almost 30 minutes. Okay. My net, and I did my own math because eBay doesn't do it right, was 609.45, and this is for 2 weeks. My ASP has gone up. It was $17.80, so that's awesome. And my net after cost of goods and supplies for the past 2 weeks was $389. So not bad at all for this time of year. It's much better than January was, and even into early February. But again, I have been running sales like a mad person, and I think that's making a difference. So I don't have a sale going right now, and I had 2 sales this morning. Um, so that's I'm still getting sales. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm probably going to start another sale um, midweek, maybe toward the end of the week. I never know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do 10 or 15, sometimes I'll do 20% off, and it depends on the dollar amount. It just depends on my mood, really. Anyway, that's it for my sales. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.